Hey friends, this is a follow-up video. We're here in the travel trailer and doing some fixing up. I think we're actually going to get it ready to sell. We decided we're probably not going to go back out on the road very often. We keep trying to. We went a few times in the fall and we were trying to for the spring here, but it just wasn't working out. We kids are in too many activities and we have spring break this week, but two of our kids have sports practices. So what I'm doing is follow up from one of our last videos. We had done peel and stick flooring. We took out the kind of a floating floor where that was lock groove vinyl flooring. We had taken that out because it was starting to get scratched up from the slide, and some of the pieces were sliding around. Anyway, so we thought peel and stick, but those started separating at each of the grooves. So I'm going to show you what's going on. So due to heat expansion or cold, just temperature changes and driving, the planks have kind of separated, not horizontally, but lengthwise they've been separating. So I've tried to kind of lift some of them up, and then I've used liquid nails to kind of glue them back down and make sure they stay in place. But getting them back down is kind of problematic, and you can kind of even see right here, this one is kind of, to get a good stick down, it's going to be tricky. So we're taking a new approach. So what I'm doing is kind of doing a grout. I have here it is wood, laminate, and vinyl putty. And I got gray, because our floor is kind of gray. And it's for filling scratches and holes. So I'm actually filling the gaps, and you can kind of see there, all those areas that I'm filling, and then I'm going to go back with a wet rag and wipe them down so that the gaps are filled. And then what I'm going to do is I have this sealer wax, and it's for, I went and looked at it, it's for vinyl. See here, yeah. Anyway, it's okay on vinyl, and it should actually create a protective layer above everything and kind of seal all the cracks as well. And it'll kind of it'll become kind of one solid piece, and it'll have a protective layer over it. I went with a satin finish. They had semi-gloss as well, but I went with satin because I didn't want it to be too shiny. But we'll let you know how that goes. I probably let the putty dry too long before cleaning it up. I'd probably not do so many at once. It was kind of hard to clean them off, but now, and it kind of went too deep because I had to scratch pretty hard. But that's okay. I just didn't want bare wood showing through. So this gray grout will be fine, and the sealer will hopefully fill that crack up. And it'll be protected. It'll be good. That's the main thing, is protecting the bare wood. All right, y'all. It's all cleaned. I mopped it, hand mopped it, and now I got the sponge applicate. Well, it's a sponge mop that I cut in half, and we have the sealer. And I'm gonna start in the bathroom and then from the back and work forward. I got my latex gloves on. Also today we replaced the trim, and I think it looks okay. I think we wanted it to be a dark stain, but these trim boards were, what do you call it? MDF. So we wanted to stain it, but if you stain MDF, there's no wood grain. So we just went with white for now. We may paint it like a gray or brown or something wood color. Or, we have this wallpaper type stuff that we're putting up here above the master bed. We might find a darker one and wrap it in that. And then we have a fake wood grain. Okay, it's going pretty quick. We're actually almost done with the whole main area. It's just, I pour it on like this. You just get a little bit on at a time and then spread it out. It says in an S motion, and it feels like it's pretty thin liquid, but it feels like it fills all the crevices, and I'm hoping it fuses pieces together and creates extra protection on the tile itself, but also on the subfloor. So that's our hope. It does look, I think as it dries it looks better. As it's wet you can kind of see ripples in it, but I don't know if that's just because the shine accentuates any ripples in the linoleum or in the vinyl, but we'll give you an update after it's all dry. Okay, just finished applying sealer, and we're gonna wait 30 minutes for it to dry, but it looks pretty good. I'd say. And you can see if you look closely where these seams are, where it had separation. I'd added the putty, now we're sealing it, and I feel like it's gonna be a good solution. The true test will be after we drive and the weather changes. It's gonna get hot, things are gonna expand and shrink, and that'll be the true test. All right, it's actually several hours later, but this is the finished product. And I'd have to say, it looks pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks like a brand new floor. Love it. There you go. Hit the like button. Follow us for cool, fun, awesome dad adventures. Bathroom looks great. We're all set. Sweet. So from this angle, this is what everything looks like. I need to put the register back in. There we go. Awesome. Let's see what it looks like with the rug down. Not bad. Need to tuck the sheets in over there.